The National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, or NEET UG 2025, is a pivotal examination. It shapes the future of aspiring medical and dental students across India. This year, over 2.1 million candidates appeared for this crucial test. The examination was conducted by the National Testing Agency on May 4, 2025. It took place in numerous centers, including 552 in India and 14 abroad. The sheer scale of this operation underscores its importance. The results determine admissions into coveted medical programs nationwide. For countless young individuals, success in NEET UG is a significant life goal. Ensuring absolute fairness and a level playing field is critical in such a high-stakes environment. Any disruption or malpractice can have devastating consequences for students. Their diligent preparation and future careers hang in the balance. The integrity of the examination process must be upheld rigorously. This maintains public trust in the system of competitive testing. Unfortunately, the 2025 edition of NEET UG was marred by several reported issues. These problems have understandably caused widespread anxiety among candidates. They also raised questions about the conduct of the examination at certain locations. High courts in India play an indispensable role in safeguarding justice in these matters. They serve as a crucial mechanism for accountability. Students and their families often turn to the judiciary when they perceive unfairness. The courts meticulously examine grievances related to examination conduct. Their interventions can lead to various outcomes, including result stays or even re-examinations. This judicial oversight provides an essential avenue for redressal for affected individuals. The high courts ensure that examination conducting bodies like the NTA adhere to principles of fairness. Their role is vital in maintaining the sanctity of national-level entrance tests. The NEET UG 2025 examination has recently become the subject of intense high court drama. Multiple petitions have been filed in different states, highlighting significant concerns. At the heart of these legal challenges are serious disruptions faced by students. These include prolonged power outages and inadequate facilities at examination centers. Consequently, various high courts have stepped in to scrutinize the NTA's handling of the exam. These developments have created a cloud of uncertainty for lakhs of students. They eagerly await their results and clarity on the admission process. The legal proceedings are being followed with bated breath by all stakeholders involved. The Madhya Pradesh High Court is currently scrutinizing significant disruptions that occurred in Indore. During the NEET UG 2025 exam on May 4, a severe power outage affected a key center. The PM Shri Kendriya Vidyalaya No. 1 in Indore experienced this electricity failure. The power cut reportedly began around 3:30 p.m., well into the examination period. The exam was scheduled to conclude at 5 p.m. This unexpected incident immediately sparked alarm among the candidates present. Concerns were also voiced by anxious parents waiting outside the examination venue. The apparent lack of preparedness at the center quickly became a central point of contention. Candidates writing their examination at the affected Indore center endured extremely challenging conditions. Reports indicate a complete absence of backup power systems such as generators. Students were compelled to continue their examination in very poor lighting. Some accounts even suggest that candles were eventually arranged by invigilators. This, however, happened quite late, around 4:30 p.m., leaving only 30 minutes of exam time. Such adverse circumstances undoubtedly hampered the performance of these students. Affected candidates subsequently filed a petition demanding justice from the court. They sought either a complete re-examination or other appropriate remedial actions to address the disadvantage. The Indore bench of the Madhya Pradesh High Court took prompt notice of these serious allegations. Justice Subodh Abhyankar issued an initial sweeping order on May 16, 2025. This order imposed a temporary nationwide halt on the declaration of all NEET UG 2025 results. The court in its order explicitly noted the failure of authorities. It highlighted their inability to provide proper examination conditions due to the power failure. It was also observed that representatives from the NTA or the Union of India were not present. This was despite a court directive issued on May 13th requiring their appearance. The court then scheduled the next hearing in approximately 4 weeks from that date. However, this comprehensive stay was modified by a subsequent ruling on May 23, 2025. The Madhya Pradesh High Court permitted the NTA to release the NEET UG 2025 results. This permission crucially excluded 11 specific examination centers located in Indore. These were identified as the centers directly impacted by the disruptive power cut. The court has now directed the NTA to provide a detailed explanation. The central government and the Madhya Pradesh electricity company must also submit their responses. They have been given a 4-week deadline to do so. Further hearings, including one noted for today, May 26th, continue to monitor developments, with a key hearing for the Indore centers, specifically scheduled for June 30th, 2025. Similar examination woes also led to the intervention of the Madras High Court. Disturbances were reported at an examination center located in Avadi, near Chennai. Students appearing for NEET UG 2025 at this location also faced considerable difficulties. These incidents, occurring in different states, suggested that the problems might not be entirely isolated. The involvement of the Madras High Court underscores the seriousness of these disruptions. It highlights the challenges encountered by candidates in various parts of the country. The primary concern of the court was to ensure a fair opportunity for all students. This was especially true for those whose examination experience was compromised. At the Avadi Center, a significant power outage also played a major role in disrupting the exam. This particular power cut reportedly lasted from 3 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. Compounding the students' distress, severe rainfall caused additional problems. Rainwater is said to have entered the examination hall during this period of disruption. This chaotic situation forced approximately 464 students to relocate while the exam was ongoing. Such an environment is clearly not conducive to optimal concentration and performance. Despite requests from the affected students, no additional time was granted to compensate for the lost minutes. This further exacerbated the sense of disadvantage among these candidates. The Madras High Court took serious cognizance of the complaints lodged by the affected students. On May 16, 2025, the court delivered a significant ruling in response to the situation. It ordered a stay on the declaration of the NEET 2025 results. This stay was specifically applicable to the students who were impacted at the Avadi Center. The court acknowledged the potential adverse effect of the disruptions on their performance. This decision was primarily aimed at preventing any further injustice to these candidates. It effectively paused the result process for this group to allow for a more thorough review of the circumstances. The court has clearly indicated its intention to meticulously examine the concerns raised by the students. This detailed examination will take place before any results are declared for this particular group. The objective is to gain a comprehensive understanding of the extent of hardship they faced. The court aims to ensure that these students are not unfairly disadvantaged due to circumstances beyond their control. The subsequent legal steps will involve hearing arguments from all concerned parties. The final decision will ultimately determine how the results of these 464 students are processed. It could potentially involve specific remedies or special considerations tailored to their situation. The ongoing High Court proceedings have undeniably cast a long shadow of uncertainty. This uncertainty directly impacts the over 2.1 million students who appeared for NEET UG 2025. These young aspirants are now anxiously awaiting clarity regarding their results and future academic paths. The delays and the unfolding legal battles are a significant source of stress and apprehension. Many students, along with their families, are deeply worried about the potential impact on admission timelines. This situation starkly underscores the critical need for robust and foolproof examination conducting mechanisms. It also highlights the paramount importance of effective contingency planning by the responsible authorities. The declaration of NEET UG 2025 results, initially anticipated around June 14, 2025, is now shrouded in doubt. The various court orders, especially the upcoming Madhya Pradesh High Court hearing on June 30th, are pivotal. Any substantial delay in the announcement of results will inevitably trigger a cascading effect. The meticulously planned counseling schedules for medical and dental admissions will likely be deferred. This, in turn, could significantly impact the academic calendar for the forthcoming year. Students urgently require timely and accurate information to make informed decisions about their future. The prevailing ambiguity is causing considerable unease and anxiety among the vast student community. The pressing question of whether a re-examination will be conducted for affected students remains unresolved. As of now, no High Court has issued a definitive order for a re-exam. However, this option remains a potential outcome, particularly for specific centers that experienced severe disruptions. The National Testing Agency's official response to these incidents was reportedly slow in the initial stages. For instance, a week after the MP High Court's May 16 order, no public statement had been issued. The NTA is now expected to present its comprehensive case during the upcoming court hearings. Their explanations regarding the power outages and the lack of backup facilities will be critically examined. The path forward for NEET UG 2025 hinges heavily on the final decisions of the judiciary. The scheduled court hearings, most notably the one in Madhya Pradesh on June 30th, are crucial. These hearings will determine if and when the results for all examination centers can be declared. They will also decide if any remedial measures such as targeted re-examinations are necessary. The implications for the NEET UG 2025 examination results are undeniably significant. The entire admission process for medical and dental colleges across the country hangs in the balance. All eyes are currently fixed on the high courts as they navigate this complex and sensitive situation, striving to ensure justice.